This is a piece that I built many years ago, about 40 years ago, 1981. And I had a full-time job and a lot of overtime, so I didn't have very much time to do this kind of work in the shop. But I built it out of cherry, and it's been in use in our master bedroom throughout this whole 40 years. I built this when we lived in Maryland, and it was in the master bedroom there, and it's also been in the master bedroom here in California. It's a mess. It's very dirty, and water damage on the top. It's rough. You can't see the cherry grain. It's just kind of sad looking. And I want to refinish this piece. I took some shortcuts when I built it. For example, the legs, the cabriole legs, I didn't have thick material, so I had to layer pieces together. So there's some joinery seams that will be tricky to cover. I'm not sure how I finished this originally, but it looks to me like I may have used some burnt umber glaze on here to cover up some of the finishing deficiencies and so on. And then there was shellac, I'm sure. Now, I wasn't sure where I found this design, and I had to search through my books and found it here in a Margon book, Lester Margon, Masterpieces of American Furniture. It's a piece that is perhaps in the Los Angeles County Museum of Art. I went to their website to see if I could get a picture and could not find a picture of this piece. It has an accompanying Queen Anne mirror as well that I built out of mahogany. But this is, the original was cherry, and I made it out of cherry. Well, now to refinish this piece, sometimes when I see a piece like this that needs some freshening up and rework, I can take some linseed oil and a little bit of 4/0 steel wool and work that hard and remove a lot of the dirt, get rid of the water damage, and freshen up the finish. And to some extent, that works here. Then after this process, I could put some more shellac on the surface, but I don't think I'm going to be able to solve all the problems of the finish with this process. It's just too rough, and what I am thinking it's going to take is to scrape and sand and pretty much get down to the base cherry and start over with the finish. Now, let me just move up here closer so you can see some of the water damage. Here's a ring, and you know, the steel wool and the oil can help that, make it go away. But this is just too bad. It's going to need a lot more work. And there's this cherry. I'm not sure how this cherry is going to work. It's going to be a splotchy cherry, and I don't mind that, but I'm going to have to scrape this off and do it over. Now there's another issue. Let me come over here to the side. You can see on this side piece here that there's some sapwood, and that will take a little bit of extra treatment with some color to blend in. Here you can see something going on this leg. It's gonna, and I think that, yeah, there's a change in wood in here. There's a seam going in here, so that'll take a little bit of work to sort out. You can see where I used that steel wool, and it does freshen the surface somewhat. So let me just move right over into this area here. You can see how dark this is. There's something, I may have put some glaze, some burnt umber glaze on here to make it blend in some of these problem areas. But I want to get rid of that. I want to have the natural cherry finish here. So I'll probably be, in the next step, use some scraper blades and get down to the base cherry.